All right, everybody, how y'all doing? Jamal Ellis, Nomad Day. So I just landed in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I'm just going to walk around, explore the area a bit, and let you guys see just what I'm experiencing as well. For any of you who are also looking to come this way to travel, so far it's pretty nice. I want to say the airport experience was top tier when you first arrive in. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the walk, and hope you guys enjoy it. So this is the spot where I'm staying right here. The hotel is above the market, and that comes in clutch late at night. When you want to just get snacks, you could just walk straight downstairs and you're right in the middle of everything. And you have your grocery store right there. And as you guys see, I'm next to an intersection, which is crazy because I didn't hear it last night at all as I slept. Got a spa. It's pretty warm out here, just like in Thailand. I will say it's more of a community vibe here. Got a cafe and juice spot. Another full on. Yes, I'm going to cross the street and head towards the beach. And again, I wanted to do this walk with it being my first walk here, so that as I see stuff and I say, oh yeah, like wow, this is pretty cool to experience, I can also let you guys see how my genuine reaction to all this. Sorry about that. They got a nail spot, and I'm going to cross over while there aren't any heavy traffic. Now, I will say this though, in Thailand they drive on the opposite side of the road, and here they drive on the correct side as we do in America. This is a beautiful spot. Nice little tiki vibe going on there. And I'll pause so you can see the full of the intersection location we just came from. They aren't playing with those horns. Okay, so what is this spot? This is a cafe. Okay. Serving pizza. Let's check out the prices. Okay. Not bad. So yeah, I wanted to get my routine set in. For those of you already following the channel, you know once I get to a place, I establish a daily exercise routine, get my steps in until I can find a gym in this area. So I typically aim for probably a 30, 45-minute walk. Just kind of get the blood flowing a bit. So got more traffic. I'm not trying to cross right there while all those horns are blowing. Unless I get an opening. Let's see if I can. I've heard stories about the crossing here. And I want to see if it's as crazy as they say. But I'm not going to intentionally walk out in front of a car. Get that crap. I will wait for my opening and speed across like I'm doing now. Because why risk it when you don't have to? All right. And what is this? Okay. Give you guys a view of that little neighborhood. Okay. Now back on our journey of discovery. While we walk, I will tell you the flight from Thailand to Da Nang was very easy. It was a roughly an hour, 45-minute flight. My Airbnb is about 15 minutes from the international airport, which is very convenient for when it's time to do border runs. I will say the flight I flew on was Viet Air. It's a great flight, but note, I didn't see TVs in the back of the seat. Maybe it was just the flight that I was on. So make sure you have something to watch on your phone in the meantime. Even though that the flight, it was not long, you still want to kind of have something to do while you're on the plane, especially if you don't have a TV to watch. Okay, we're running into another area now. See, I can smell the air. It smells like I'm getting closer to the beach. So we're definitely headed in the right direction. What is interesting though is before I did this walk, I looked at the Google Maps and it seems like the stretch goes on for quite a bit. Am I going to walk the entire thing? Probably not. Not today. Maybe in the future. But I will walk enough to show you guys what it looks like here. The time is about 10 o'clock in the morning right now. I was going to start earlier, but if I started too early, it wouldn't be as many people out and about. And I want you guys to get the full experience of the area. Now, I will say this. The people here seem to be very friendly, very, very friendly. It seems to be a very family-forward community. I don't get the sense of danger at all here, which is pretty cool. So just like in Hua Hin, fairly safe, but here it feels even more safer, which is crazy because Hua Hin was already safe. Okay, it's looking like we're coming up on the beginning of the beach area, so I turn it back around for you guys to check it out. So special note, the name was called the most livable city in Vietnam. I can see that, and I can see why. Okay, you got your trails. What? So I'll show you guys what I thought I saw. I thought it was a snake right there. I don't know if you guys see it or not, but it's not. but don't want to be walking on those snakes. Okay, so what is this area? Okay, looks like a space that comes alive more in the afternoon. And again, it is very early in the morning. So you can see this whole space. Show you guys around. All right, let's continue our walk. Beautiful palm trees. So I may come back and do another walk later in the day when everyone is completely out to give you guys a feel of how that is as well. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. And also, if you've been to Da Nang before and you got some special spots that you think I should hit or that I should tour for everyone, drop those beneath as well. And I'll get to them because I will be here for a minute. Again, I just go between here and Thailand. Both locations are beautiful. Both are safe. But when you have to do a border run with one location, you can just be interchangeable. With that, it makes everything simpler. And here you have a bar. Again, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and all this stuff is already, people are already out in bikinis and everything here. So yeah, I'm just assuming from my other travels it's going to get really packed later. Usually when I see that, people out in the morning like that. Okay. Seafood restaurant. Oh. Look at that. How many of you would try those bad boys? And what a crab right? What crab roll? Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, back to the walk. I also do these kind of videos because locations typically get a bad rap. For some reason, Vietnam's one of those. I've come to find out it's mostly just people who don't know any better. So videos like this kind of give you clarity. You know, when you visit the location, is it safe or not? And as you can see, it is very safe here. So no worries for bringing your kids here. And as you can see, it is a lot of expats here. And it is starting to get very hot, actually. Okay. So this is a beach bar. That guy's been playing with that horn. So my experiences here so far, I didn't get any weird treatment because I'm black. I got a lot of stares. I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm black or because of my hair. Um, Either way, everybody's been pretty cool here, and I haven't had any problems. I doubt you will either. Hold on, let me go to this. I see something really fast. I want you guys to check out. Okay, so we made it to a portion of the beach, and complete with your people over here exercising or playing or whatever. I walk down and I walk back up. Okay. I am surprised I was that close to the beach. I knew I was close, but not that close. But that is a pleasant surprise. And it's the very fine sand, like the very, very fine sand. Okay. You can see the beach line, the coastline of Da Nang. Everybody is just straight up relaxing here. Seriously, how is it this many people on the beach at 10 a.m. in the morning? But hey, guess if you can do it, do it. But yeah, that also tells me it's going to be very, very packed here. If the beach is looking like this now at 10 a.m., it's going to be really packed later. So, note to self. The type of shoes that I have to do these walks are these kind of croc-like shoes. So they are great for walking on the pavement and the sand because it just goes in the shoes and comes right back out. And also is very comfortable on your feet. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to walk all the way down to the beach, to the water, and then turn around and come back. I mean, why not? Made this far, right? This is a really beautiful location. You got your serene vibes. Got your beautiful breeze going. It's just very peaceful. All right. Now, give you the water looks like. To be honest, I actually could sit here all day, but I'm not because we have this walk going on. But man, is it peaceful. And the water is very cold. Very cold. Cold water on a hot day, that's perfect. You know what? Before I go back to the street, let's just continue on the beach a little bit because I do like the water. Okay, you got your, don't want to step on that. It was a net for this boat that I see off in the distance. I'll show you guys. And as you can see, there is a rope right there. Definitely don't want to trip on nothing like that. So, all right. So, yeah, this is pretty cool so far. I don't know how far I'm going to go on this walk today, with this being the first walk that I've done here. I just wanted to get a vibe of the area, let you guys see a vibe of the area. Want to walk a bit more and let you guys continue to experience. And if you see something you have questions on, let me know. And I will try to get you clarity on that. And again, no question is a bad question because we all started somewhere on our traveling journey. So there's that. Yeah, this is definitely the type of place you can just relax at. In fact, I probably will come back out here later and put a towel out and probably just hang out for a few hours and contemplate life. The other thing about Da Nang is it's fairly cheaper than Thailand. So you save that much more money by coming here. Both locations are great. But I will be honest, this seems like compared to Hua Hin, this seems like a more pristine experience. Like a more luxury experience being here. Which is crazy because it's for lesser the amount of income. So you actually can do more with less. Yeah, everybody just minds their business here and that's it. You might give the occasional stare or two, but that's nothing crazy going on here. Yeah, I went quiet there for a minute just to let you guys enjoy the actual ambience of the location. And you can see how quiet it is. Even though there's a lot of people here, it's really very quiet, which is crazy. Nothing obnoxious, just the calming sound of the waves. And as I'm looking off into the distance, this beach stretches for miles. Which is pretty interesting. Typically in your beach spots, you have walkable beachable areas, well, walkable beach area, and then it just suddenly cuts off. Here, I don't see that. It seems like it's just a straight up stretch. You're either walking up on the beach or you're walking right here near it on the road. I'm going to test this theory and I'm going to walk straight on the road a bit, see if it curves off away from the beach or if it stays alongside the beach. And got coffee spots. So there's another black person right there. Didn't want to mess with him in his walk. I always exercise. Sorry. Then I will take a pause really fast to show you guys. So from the beach, these shoes, they like collect the dust. Well, not dust, the dirt. And you have to stop and walk and empty it, or else it feels like you're walking on freaking mini mountains in your shoes. This is kind of the reason why I didn't want to get in the water, because I knew it was going to cause that dirt that was already in my shoe to turn into mud, which isn't a problem. It's just a bit uncomfortable once you get back on the actual walk path. Got this cool truck. Let you guys see the area. Got your Eden Hotel. You got this. There's definitely a lot going on, so you got to pay attention to how you're walking so that you don't bump into people or get hit by a freaking bike. Look at that. Just look at that. That's, you can't really beat that. All right. Now, so at first, I thought when they beep a lot like that, there's people being rude. But the more I'm here, I'm starting to understand. Even my Grab driver did it. They are warning the person next to them that they're about to get over, is what it seems like. And they just beat their horn so that the people on the bikes are aware that they are moving over and it doesn't cause any potential traffic accidents. Yep. So there's a lot going on here early in the morning. Okay. Smart move. Washing his feet off right there. I should probably do the same. But I'm going to get back in the beach a little later, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Look at it. It's all beautiful like that. More black people. Okay. Check out this hotel right here. Check out this hotel right here in front of me. Not bad. Yeah, and to let you guys see how cheap it actually is over here, make sure you go into a currency converter and convert US dollars to Vietnamese dong and look and see just how much that is. The dollar goes very far here. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys see everything that I find beautiful. And of course, I got the director's eye for shooting short films. So I'm always going to try and make it look good. This is absolutely the place where you bring family, kids, relax. Like you're going to have fun here. I see why people have told me that it reminds them a bit of Miami Beach. And if you guys watching this video as well, you can see as well why it does. because people are walking everywhere alongside of the beach, just like in Miami. And since this is early in the morning and the crowds have yet to really come, that means it's going to be really, really packed when they start doing the walks. And again, I may do a separate video on that. Yeah, this place is a whole vibe now. So for a lot of people who are like, hey, I don't know if I want to do a 90-day visa run every 3 months or whatever, look at what you're getting for just one quick visa run to the airport, leave out, come back same day, or however you're going to do it. You literally get all this. And as I told you before, I'm 15, 20 minutes from the airport. So it's really easy and non-intrusive to go to the airport and make those runs. And this is how people have been staying here for years and haven't had a problem. So when you have environments like this with the scenic quality of all these spots combined with how much you can do for your dollar, then you really just enjoy yourself. And I see how days can become years here. Well, days can become weeks, months, years. I see how people can just let the time escape them here. It is very easy to do. Let's be honest, who won't want to just relax on the beach all day? Right, back to the walk. And if you watch this video and say, man, that's cool that he's gone all these places, just ask yourself, why not you? Why don't you do it? I'm here, I'm from Alabama, small town, Andalusia. Not many people heard of it, but I'm here and I'm doing well. Of course, God's got me, but I'm doing well. So why can't you? Why can't you come and do the same? So with that being said, if you find yourself in this way, over this way, and you run across me, speak. Or I'll speak to you first, it doesn't matter. Just, if you find your way here, maybe we can hang out. That's really cool. Okay, so as I figured, this stretch does run parallel alongside the beach for miles. So I won't be walking the entire thing in this episode. Maybe in future episodes I'll do something, but I'll walk a bit longer. This is a nice little spot to just chill out and relax, have a drink or two. It's really cool. And that's the name of it. So I will say this, like a little pro insider tip. When I typically do these walks and I'm not recording, I have glasses, the Meta glasses, well, specifically the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. So they allow you to walk and listen to music at the same time. And if you're like into scriptures or stuff like that, then you can walk and listen to the audio Bible or something. But the point is, you can walk, listen to your music, you have your sunglasses all in one. And if you wanted to record, like how I'm doing walking videos, you could even use those glasses to make shorter videos to do the recording thing. That's a cool little truck. But yeah, so the only reason I don't have those glasses on now is when I'm doing walking videos, I want to see the full location for what it is. I want to see the colors. I don't want to be distracted by audio. And I just want to pay attention to the video to give you guys the best image. And then after I finish recording, then I put on the glasses and just kind of zone out and think about life. And think about why you guys ain't here with me. So, so there's that. See? Another brother. So we're here. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm okay. We're here. And as you see, they got porta potties right here. And for any of those who are asking the question, are there a lot of black people in Da Nang? There's a whole Facebook group for black people in Da Nang. Now, a caveat to that, I wouldn't say come here just to only hang out with black people. I say vibe with everybody. And you never know who you're going to meet. You might meet new lifelong friends, stuff like that. But you won't if you won't ever get out there and out your comfort zone and actually try it. So meet up with those groups like that if you have them, but also be open-minded enough to experience meeting up with the locals because they know more than what the expats bring to the table. So we might know like the great places to go to at face value, but the locals know the absolute best places that even most of us expats don't know about. So show you guys this view. And not only is the walk path parallel to the beach, it's right next to the beach. There isn't much of a walk to go from Oceanside to this walk path. And again, they both just stretch on for miles. Look at this spot. This is called the Pizza Burger. Your satisfaction drives us forward. Okay. Wow. Take a look at their menu. Okay. All right. And back to more of the walk. This is a guitar grill? What? Okay. So I am glad that I came here with a muscle shirt and shorts, which you guys can't see, because it is very hot here. And you will burn up out here wearing cotton. So this is also why on my walking videos I'm wearing a muscle shirt most of the time, because I want to be comfortable in these walks and not uncomfortable. And the more comfortable I am, the more of a walking video I could do for you guys. Okay. Now, back to the walk. Got your coffee, tea, fast food spot, school. Yeah, this spot is a crazy spot actually. And right when you think it couldn't get more relaxing, boom! Now you got a foot, body, neck, shoulder massage spot right there on the beach. So picture sitting right there on the beach with that view and getting a massage. So it's kind of blowing my mind how crazy it is here. So I knew it was going to be beautiful. And you know, everyone does their research before you come to a specific location. But once you get there, it's always mind blowing when you see stuff exceeds your expectations and not the latter. Okay. And got another colorful area here. A lot of people on the beach. These spots right here. More massage spots. And what is this over here? Okay, some kind of outlet. Perhaps back in the distance, what I'm looking at, or not. Okay. And you got the beautiful design and artwork. Yep. That's pretty gorgeous. And where people store their motorcycles to go to the beach. And what is this spot? Okay, so the walkway gets even closer to the beach as you continue walking. And I guess they made a mistake because they're not supposed to park right there on the sidewalk. They're supposed to park their motorcycle with the other ones. So don't be that guy. You got, okay, coconut bar. Okay. You, what is that? What is that? Okay, it's a jet ski sign. I won't be doing that. But there are some of you guys who are into that kind of stuff, so there's that. Yeah, this is a really long stretch. So far, we've walked for about 40 minutes or so, and we haven't even made a dent in this trip at all. That's super crazy. Oh, they're doing the cross the road thing, so you gotta kind of cross when you can and stand there and wait. Oh man, that's crazy. Not ready to do that just yet. And of course, you got your fellow vloggers here showing you guys a beautiful journey on their channel, most likely. Yeah, this whole space is pretty nice. Got your natural food, coffee, tea. Okay, so this video is turning out to be great, but I'm not walking that full strip, at least not yet. So for now, I will catch up with you guys next time, and we're gonna continue to walk, explore the location, and you guys tell me what you think. Is this a place that you would want to travel to and visit? And if so, drop a note down below for us all to see why. And if not, let us know your experiences. But so far, the location's pretty great. I haven't ran into any issues. No one's bothering me. I'm not bothering them. Yeah, it's just a very peaceful vibe here. So you guys got to see that firsthand. And until then, I'll see you guys later.